Assalamualaikum, my dear students of class 7. This is your teacher Miss Yusra Mughal and I welcome you again in a virtual class which is organized by Metropolitan School. So my dear students, today we are going to review our very favorite chapter, one of very favorite chapter, that is lesson 23 of your book, and the lesson is about man, medicines and machine. So my dear students, we have already discussed that this chapter is about the very famous scientist, that is Thomas Edison. So what happened, that who is Edison and how he became a scientist? So while he was in a school, his teacher called her parents and tell that he is no more the intelligent one and he is no more capable for studying in the school. But what his mother replied, that she has confident on her child, and she said no, it's not like that. She took him from the school and starting giving education by herself own. So what was the favorite subject of Thomas Edison? The favorite subject was science at that time. And now we have seen, the world has seen that he has done so many different inventions and will give the developments in the field of science, right? So firstly, what he invented the phonograph, which is later called the gramophone, and after invention of the phonograph he called the Wizard of Menlo Park. Why he called the Wizard of Menlo Park? Because Menlo Park is a place in New York, and this is the place where he established a science laboratory, right? So while he was invented the gramophone, he called the wizard, means the magician of Menlo Park, because gramophone is like a magic to that time and for the world, because the gramophone can connect it to people in too much far away from the places, and in this very connection they can send their voices through the gramophone. So at that time people thought that this is not the science, this is the magic. So that's why they called Edison the Wizard of Menlo Park, right? Before that, the gramophone or the telephone which is made, so it's not using for the long distances, and Thomas Edison did some work on it and he make it possible to go for the long distances as well, right? So in 1878 his very important invention is electric lamp. So before he made an electric lamp, right, and using the platinum wire on it, fine. But platinum wire, he found that platinum wire is too much expensive and it's not easy for the people to bought it and it's very expensive one. So he changed platinum wire into the cotton thread, and this is how he made the electric lamp, and the electric lamp is being we are using that, right? So moving towards the grammar exercises of this chapter, my dear students. So the exercise A of page number 131, in which what you will have to do, you will have to changing them into question tags using the special verb, right? So we'll have to make the question tag of those sentences which are given. There is another exercise, that is exercise B of your book, which is on page number 132, and what you will have to do, you will have to change into question tags by using do, don't, did and did not, right? You will have to use these helping verbs to make the question text. Moving towards another exercise, that is exchange into question text using question text of all kind. Up till now we have done so many of the kinds of question text. So what you will have to do in this exercise, there are sentences of all kinds of sentences are given to you people, and in this very exercise you will have to change it according to the sentence need. Will have mixed up of all the questions, all the sentences, and you will have to change into the question text, right? Now moving towards another exercise, that is exercise under the heading of useful words and phrases on page number 133, and what you will have to in this exercise, you will have to give other ways of saying these sentences using else. You will have to use else and you can answer the sentences accordingly, right? Before that, all these grammar exercises, we have the text exercises as well, which is included your vocabulary meanings, your phrases, idioms meanings and your phrasal verb meanings. and some of your grammar on some of your text exercises in your text copy as well. So go through your copy for following this chapter. Right now let's moving towards the very important thing, and what is the most important thing. The important thing is the land I love, and it's a poem. We have already known that who has written our poem book. Yes, our poem book has been written by the very well known Sir Danish, right? So in this poem he depicts and he shows the love for his country. He shows the beauty of his country, right? So what you will have to do in this poem, you will have to just read out this poem carefully, and after that you will have to do exercises which is under the heading of ponder poetically. Number A, which is what in your eyes is the value of freedom. So what is freedom in your point of view? You will have to write down the answers. Have you seen the birds in a cage, and when you release those birds, so what they feel like, right? So you will have to imagine yourself that you are a bird and you are in a cage without freedom. So you can write the answers in your own sentences, and what do you think, what is freedom according to you? You can write it down accordingly, right? Next is write down what you find beautiful about your country. So Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is a very blessed and a very beautiful country which has all 4 seasons. We have mountains, we have rivers, we have plains, we have everything. So we must say that our country is already very beautiful, but people, according to you people, you will have to write that which is the beautiful scene and beautiful picture of your country. And like I like the northern areas of Pakistan. It's called the Switzerland of Asia as well, right? So you can write it down according to you, right? Which places of the country is the poet hinting at in the second stanza. What you will have to do while writing the answer of this question, you will have to read the second stanza of your poem carefully, and then you are capable of writing the answer of this question, right? There is another thing, give one rhyming word for each of the following. What you will have to do, give the rhyming word, the same sound words of the words given. There are the words given: earth, heaven, shine, play, world, gratitude, tree, right? So you can write down the rhyming word, the same sound word: earth, word, heaven, shine, fine, play, clay, world, gratitude, attitude, tree, free, right? So I have missed 2 of the words which you will have to do by your own, right? So now moving towards the next thing, that is retain the meanings, and it is on page number 22 of your book, the poetry book, right? You will have to learn all those meanings which is from your poem. You will have to learn the meanings. You will have to copy it down in your copies as well. So it gives you the amount of vocabulary to you people, and you can use it in your daily vocabulary, right? I hope you enjoyed and understand today's lesson. See you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.